8th of March 2011, it is 100 years since the first International Women's Day was celebrated in some European countries. Women, above all in Europe, made a massive progress in the last 100 years. It is a progress that was hard fought, not always completely won, and the battle is still far from being completely achieved. It is true that today women, above all in Europe, have the right to equal rights than men, but we still observe that both in terms of welfare, in terms of pay, in terms of work right, in terms even of obligations in their family, they are unequal to men. In other parts of the world, including the Middle East, that today is the place of a much welcome revolution, which still will certainly continue in the next months and years. Women played a very important role, even if their rights are far from being recognized, both for religious and for social reasons. As European Greens, we always thought and we always said that unless women get the same rights and the same possibilities of men of intervening in the power in managing and in governing our societies will not be really not only healthy but also truly democratic. And this is our really wish for this 100th anniversary of the International Women's Day, that we will not need another 100 years to signal that the female part of our planet, of humanity, is really free and is capable to act in its full capacity and liberty. We are today facing in Europe many problems, not only because of the legal situation, which is more or less solved, but because of the effect of the economic crisis on the labor market and also on the capacity of women to fully enjoy their freedom and their capacity of being what they want in life. And this is all the more so in developing countries where climate change, poverty, lack of real and serious job perspective are there. What is that we can do? There are at least 3 things that European Green women and European Greens can do to make this agenda even higher, even more important in our political work. The first is to take again, at European level, the battle for the quotas. It is very clear, and the experience shows us, that unless we create a system by which there is an obligation of representation of women both in work and in politics, it is going to be very difficult to catch up with the lack of women in leadership places even in Europe. The second is to create a real alliance between women all over the world, something like a world feminist movement, which is completely new, adapted to the 21st century, but which is based on the idea that all women can strive and all women can participate to the liberation of their own gender, but also the whole world. And third, the rediscovery of the history of the female movement, which is basically unknown for a lot of young girls. I think that these 3 points on our agenda will stay very high, and it is with this eye and with this idea that we European Greens will celebrate the 100th anniversary of the International Women's Day. And that's all for now. Ciao!